Hello everyone, welcome to Easy Ganit. This is Sameer Sardana and we are discussing 200 positive Quant question for SNAP. We have started with arithmetic, almost 100 questions have already been uploaded, and this is the next topic of percentage that I'll be discussing for you. So I will be picking 12 best questions on percentages, covering all possible types of questions of percentages. If you look at these question solution carefully, you will be able to understand the basics of percentages as well, right? So very, very important concept, or you can say the topic of percentage, and important questions of percentages will be discussed. Now let's have a look at it. Question number 1, it says the height and the base of a triangle are changed such that even though the base is increased by 10%, the area of triangle decreases by 10%. Find the percentage change in the height of the triangle. So guys, we know that area of triangle is half into base into height. Now, when it comes to the percentage change, you know that in every triangle, the area would be half into base into height. So half is definitely going to be the part of every area of triangle, right? So this will not change anything when it comes to the percentage change of the triangle, right? In the area of triangle, half does not play any role. The area of triangle can only be changed by changing base and height. Now, you see that question says base is increased by 10%. When I say the base is increased by 10%, tell me what will the multiplying factor? Just look for the multiplying factor. You will get your answer in one step, right? Just you need to know the basics. And if I increase the base by 10%, the new base will be 110% of the old base. Why 110% of the old base? Because I'm increasing it by 10%. That means new base would be 1.1 times of the old base. So the multiplying factor that will be introduced in the base value will be of 1.1. And you see that, but still the area is getting decreased by 10%. When I say that area is getting decreased by 10%, new area would be 90% of the old area. 90% of the old area means this is 0.9 times of it. Now you see that my new area is 0.9 times of old area. Base is 1.1 times of old base. So you see that the multiplying factor that will be that you'll have to multiply the height with will be equal to 9 by 11. That means this is only possible. Increasing the base by 10% and still getting the area less by 10%, that is only possible when you are multiplying the height with 9 by 11. Now, when I'm multiplying the height by 9 by 11, am I decreasing it or increasing it? Obviously, I'm decreasing it. Now, by what factor you are decreasing it? You are decreasing it by 2 by 11. Now, what is the percentage of 2 by 11? We know that 1 by 11 is 9.09%, right? So 2 by 11 would be 18.18%. So A would be the correct answer to the question, guys. This is the correct answer, right? While preparing the price tag, instead of increasing the prices by 12.5%, a shopkeeper absent-mindedly decreases the price by 12.5%. Now, see that in these type of question, if you want to reduce your calculation, always take the fractional value of these percentage. We know that 12.5% is 1 by 8. So assume that, let's say that cost price of this product is a multiple of 8. Just take any multiple of it. Let's say that initial price is 8. Now, shopkeeper want to increase the price by 1 by 8. That means the shopkeeper want the price to get increased by 1 by 8. That means the price that he want to write down on the price tag should be 1 by 8 more than 8. That means it should be 9. 1 by 8 of 8 is 1, so it should be 9. But absent-mindedly, he decreases the price by 1 by 8. Now, when he decreases the prices by 1 by 8, that means he actually write it down as 7. Right? So 1 by 8 increment is increment of 1. 1 by 8 decrement is decrement of 1. So the price should have been 9 that he should have written down, but what he wrote down is 7. So this price is actually 2 less than the price that it should have been. So 7 is 2 less than 9. So what is this percentage? You see that 1 by 9 is 11.11%. So 2 by 9 will be 22.22%. So the price that he wrote down is 22.22% less than what it should have been. So B is the correct answer. Question number 3, since the prices of mangoes increased by 18.18%, the wholesaler was able to purchase 24 mangoes less in his budget of 264. Guys, see this, prices, expenses are equal to prices into quantity. Now, if I increase the price, but I want to spend the same amount of money, the expenses, my budget is constant, but the prices of the product gets up, By my budget is constant, obviously I'll be getting the less quantity. This is what this question is all about. Prices of the mango increases by 18.18. What is a fraction of 18.18? Fractional knowledge is very, very important. So 18.18 is basically 2 by 11. Why? Because 1 by 11 is 9.09%. So 2 by 11 will be equal to 18.18%, right? Prices of mango increases by 18.18%. That means if I'm saying initially the price of the mango is, let's say 11. Now it goes up by 2 by 11. So 2 by 11 of 11 is 2. So the new prices will be 13. You see that these are the price ratios. The price ratio is 11:13. So can I say the quantity ratio would be 13:11? Can I say that? Why? Because price go up, quantity will go down. If price moves from 11 to 13, the quantity will move from 13 to 11. That means earlier in a price, if I was getting 13 mangoes, in the same price, I will be getting now 11 mangoes. That means I'm getting 2 less mangoes now, right? If I want to purchase 24 less mangoes now, I want a gap of 2 to be less by 24 now. I want a gap of 2 to become a 24 now. That means the multiplying factor is 12. Right. So that means if earlier I was purchasing 156 mango, now I'll be purchasing 132 mango. So in new price, I'll be purchasing 132 mango. And these 132 mangoes are being purchased in at 264 rupees. So 132 mangoes in 264, price per mango would be 2 rupees. So increased price per mango would be 2 rupees. That's the correct answer to the question, everybody. Answer would be B option. Look at the question number 4. Students secure 38% of the total marks in exam, get 18 marks more than the pass marks. Every time you're solving a question which is a marks-based question, always try to solve the question on a number line. Let's assume that this is the total number of marks, that this represents the total number of marks, right? 100% of the marks. Now somebody who is getting 38% of the total marks. So that means somebody, let's say this is the mark which represents 38% of the total number line. The somebody who is getting 38% marks is getting passed by 8 marks. That means he's getting 18 marks more than the pass marks. So can I say this point, this mark is actually 18 more than the passing marks? So can I say the passing point is actually 18 less than this mark? So can I say that this difference is equal to 18 marks, right? This difference is equal to 18 marks. Now, a student secured 27% of total marks in the same exam. Somebody who is getting 27% of total marks, he's getting failed by 37 marks. Now, this person is getting failed by 37. So can I say he must be securing less than the passing marks? So the 27% of the total mark, can I say, is 37 less than the passing mark? Can I say that this is 37? Now you see that this total difference between 27 and 38 is equal to what? 27 and 38 are at a difference of 11%. And this in terms of value, in terms of marks, are equal to 55. So can I say 11% of total marks will be equal to 55, is equal to 55. So total marks will be equal to 500. You get it? That total marks will be equal to 500. Now, the moment you get the total marks are equal to 500, we are supposed to find out the passing marks. Passing marks will be equal to what? 500 into 27% plus 37. You see that passing marks are 37 more than 27%. 27% of this will be equal to 135. Plus 37 is 172. So passing marks are 132. Question says, what is a pass marks as a percentage of total? So basically we are supposed to find out the percentage. By mistake, I have given you the option for the passing marks. So if it would have been percentage, just simply find out 172 is what percentage of 500. This would be 34.4%. 34.4% will be the answer in terms of percentage. In terms of marks, the answer will be 172. Now let's have a look at the next question. Question number 5. It says the success rate at one stage of the Indian cricket team in New Zealand was 45% from 60 matches. That means out of 60 matches that India has played, the success rate is 40%. That means India won 40% of the matches and lost 60% of the matches. So can I say 40% of 60 would be 24? That means India is India is winning 24 matches and India is losing rest of the 36 matches. India lost the next 12 matches. So total number of matches lost by India would be 36 plus 12, that is equal to 48. What was the minimum number of total matches that were played? The overall success rate of India was 50%. So out of total number of matches that India has played, India's success rate is 40. So whatever is the total number of match, we do not know what are the total number of match, right? India is winning 50% and losing 50%. Out of total number of matches, 50% of the matches are won by India, 50% of the matches are lost by India. And we know that total number of lost matches are 48. So can I say this is 50% of total? So 50% of total is equal to 48. So can I say total number of matches will be equal to, total number of matches will be equal to 48 multiplied by 2, that is equal to 96. Option A would be the correct answer to the question, right? This is how you are supposed to solve it, right? Now, this was question number 5. Let's look at the question number 6. Look at it, guys. Question says, a school has 2,000 students, out of which 40% students are higher secondary. Out of students in the higher secondary, 28% are girls and 50% of them pass. The overall pass percent in secondary education is 40%. How many of the boys passed? Exactly a similar type of question that we have just done, and very relevant for SNAP exam, right? So guys, we have total 2,000 students, right? Total number of students that we have is equal to 2,000. Out of which 40% of students are in higher secondary. Now 40% higher secondary, we have 40% students. That means 40% of 2,000 will be 800, right? 800 are the number of students that we have in higher secondary. Out of the students in the higher secondary, 28% are girls and 50% of them pass, right? So guys, out of these 800 students, we have 28% girls. So can I say that if 28% are girls, then rest of the 72% will be the boys, right? So what is 28%? 28% of 800 will be what? 8 into 8, 64. 6, 8 into 2. Or what you can do is, if you want to multiply, see that, if you want to multiply it quickly, 28 into 8, what you do is 30 into 8, we know is 240. So this is 2 less, 2 into 8, 16, just subtract 16, this will be 224, right? So I have 224 students, which are girl students, right? These are the girl students. And 50% of them pass. Now, out of 224 students, 50%, that means 112 students passed. So 112 students gets failed, right? The overall pass percentage in the higher secondary is 40%. So out of total 800 students, right? Out of total 800 students, pass percentage is 40%. That means total number of students who are passing the exams will be equal to 320. So out of 320 students, who are passing the examination, 112 are the girls. How many boys passed? So simply subtract 112 from this. 320 minus 112 will be equal to 208. Right? So this is the number of boys that pass in secondary education are equal to 208. That's a correct answer to the question, right? Now let's do question number. Let's do the question number 7, everybody. A large watermelon weighs 20 kg with 96% of its weight being water. So we have total 20 kg watermelon. Out of this 20 kg watermelon, 96% of weight, its weight being water. 96% is water, guys. So can I say the rest of the part of the watermelon that we called it as the red part, we can say the pulp part, would be 4%, then 4%, we can say that would be the raw material or raw content, yes or no? Now it is allowed to stand in the sun for a while. So can we say that 20 into 4, the raw content, the red content in that would be 4% of it, which will be 0.8 kg, right? Now when you put this watermelon in the sun for a while and some of the water evaporates, now see that water is getting evaporated. The raw part is still constant. And so that now only 95% of it is water. So guys, see that after putting it in the sun, this will get shrink, right? The weight of it will get reduced. Now, once the weight get reduced, let's say we don't know where the total weight now, let's assume it to be T now. But then the water is 95% of it. But do we have any change in the content, or you can say the red part? No. The red part will still be 0.8 kg, but in terms of percentage, earlier the water was 95%, so the raw content would be 5%. Because the total weight is getting reduced, so therefore the percentage of pulp will go up, but the quantity of the pulp will remain constant. So can I say that 5% of total, that means 1 by 20 of total, is still equal to 0.8. So total quantity will be equal to 16 kg. Everybody clear with this? So the reduced weight, that means this will be equal to 16 kg, right? This is how you're supposed to solve it. Just look at that part which will remain constant. You'll get the answer in 1 second. Now let's look at this question. The height of a triangle increases by 28.56 by what percentage corresponding base change so that the area of triangle increases by 80%. A similar question that we have just did. Area of triangle we know is half into base into height. Now let's straight away use the multiplying factor. We have done a similar question. Height is getting increased by 28.56. 28.56 means what? 2 by 7. If I'm increasing the height by 2 by 7, this will become 9 by 7 of the old height, right? And by what, another question says by what percentage it should goes up so that the area of triangle get increased by 80%. 80% increase means 4 by 5 increment. That means I want the new area to be 9 by 5 of the old area. So simply find out the multiplying factor in the base. See that my new base should be equal to 7 by 5 of the old base. So if my new base is 7 by 5 of the old base, the increment in the new base is of 2 by 5. 2 by 5 means it should get increased by 40%. So D will be the correct answer. Multiplying factor will make it very short. A salary is 20% less than B salary. So A, B, and C. A salary is 20% less than B salary. So if I'm assuming that B salary is 100, A salary will be 20% less. That means it would be 80. C salary is 50,000 and it is 25% more than B salary. C salary is 25% more than B salary, 125. Then what is A salary is in rupees, right? So guys, we get to know that the ratio of A, B, and C would be 5 into 16, 5 into 25 into 25, right? Right. And what is A salary, guys, right? So C salary is given to me as 50,000, which is 2,000 times of this. So you can see that A salary will also become 2,000. That means it will be now 32,000. So A salary will be equal to 32,000. Now, the breadth of a rectangle increase by 20% and then increase by 30%. By what percentage should the length decrease so that the area remains unchanged? See guys, rectangle area we know is L into B. It says that length first decreases by 20%. That means it is made as 0.8 times of the odd length. And then it increases by 30%. So that means now it is 0.8 multiplied by increases by 30 means 1.3 times of length. That means my new length is basically 13 into 8 is 1.04. That means that's an increment of 4% in the length, right? So you can see that overall the length has been increased by 4%. I want area to remain constant. I don't want to change the area. So by what percentage should the length decreases? Okay, so this is breadth, right? This is not length, this is breadth. The breadth has been changed, right? The breadth has been changed, not the length, right? So we can see that area of triangle is L into B. Now this is increased by 4%, as you can see. 4% is 1 by 25. So this gets increased by 1 by 25. That means the new width is 26 by 25 of the all width. I do not want to change my area. So I just need to somehow remove this multiplying factor. The only possible way of reducing the multiplying factor is taking the length as inverse of this multiplying factor. Inverse of this is 25 by 26, right? Only then 26 and 26 will get cancelled. 25 and 25 will get cancelled. There will be no change in the area. So see that the length has to be multiplied by 25 by 26 of the odd length. Now what you are doing, you're decreasing it by 1 by 26. What is 1 by 26? Right? In terms of fraction, you should know that what is 1 by 26? It is 3.85%, right? 1 by 1 by, you know that 1 by 13 is 7.7%. So 1 by 26 will be equal to 3.85%. So the length goes down by 3.85%. So to keep the area same, you need to decrease the length by 3.85%. That's the correct answer to the question. A godown maintains inventory of two products, A and B, right? Now there are two products, A and B. While product A accounts for 80% of the product stored. So guys, there are two products, A and B. A accounts for 80% of number of products. So if I'm assuming that total number of products are 100, so 80 products will be of A and 20 products will be of B. Now, but it accounts for only 25% of total value of the goods stored. Product A is priced at rupees 4,000. If every product of A is costing 4,000 rupees, the total value of the product A would be 32 followed by 40, 3.2 lakh, right? Now this is 25% of the total product, total value. If this is 25% of total value, can I say that? Can I say that the actual value, that means this is 1 by 4th of total. If this is 1 by 4 of total value, can I say the total value will be 4 times of 32,000? That is 128. So you can see that if out of 1,20,000, out of this much money, right? 12.8 lakh, 3.2 lakh is of what A goods. So the value of the goods B would be this has to be 12.8 lakh minus 3.2 lakh. This will be 9.6 lakh, right? So B would be now costing 9.6 lakh for 20 goods, right? So the price of each unit would be 9.6 divided by 20. The price would be equal to 48,000, right? 9.6 lakh divided by 20 would be 48,000. That would be the correct answer to the question. Look at this question. Says the prices of the petrol decreases by 10%. I change my car to more efficient model, which gives 20% more mileage per liter of petrol. If I continue to travel the same distance, by what percentage does my expenditure change? So guys, what do we have in this? Prices of petrol increases by 10%. See this, guys. If I have to look at the expenses because of the petrol and related to the mileage, you see that if I'm saying, let's say that if I'm traveling, let's say 10 kilometers, and my car is giving me a mileage of 2 kilometers per liter. So can I say that this is the amount of petrol I'll be spending? That means I'll be spending how much petrol? I'll be spending 5 liters petrol, right? And let's say that every liter is costing me 10 rupees. Then this will be my expense, right? See that the total distance I want to travel and the mileage of my car will give me the amount of petrol that I'm spending, and the price of petrol will give me the total amount of money I'm spending. So simply try to see that expenses are basically distance that I want to travel divided by mileage of my car multiplied by price of petrol. That's the funda that you need to understand, right? So just take any values. Let's continue with this value only, right? So in this case, you see that if I am traveling 10 kilometers at a mileage of 2 kilometers per liter, kilometer will get cancelled. I'll be spending 5 liters of petrol at a cost of 10 rupees per liter. So final, my expenses will come out to be 50 rupees, right? Now, as per the question, the prices of the petrol increases by 10%. So let's find out the new expense now. This price is getting increased by 10%. That means new price is now 11. And I'm changing my car to more efficient model, which gives 20% more mileage. That means instead of traveling at a speed of at a mileage of 2 kilometers per liter, it is giving me 20% more mileage. That means now it is traveling at a 2.4 kilometers per liter, right? Right. And this is your 11 rupees per liter, right? Okay. And it is also given to you that I continue to travel the same distance. That means the traveling distance is still the same. What are the expenses now? You see that total number of expenses. You see that kilometer will get cancelled. This will tell us a liter, and liter will also get cancelled the liter, and finally I'll get the price. Just solve this, right? This is 100 upon 24 multiplied by 11. This is 550 upon 12. So guys, the new expense is now 550 upon 12. What I'm supposed to find out is the change in my expenses, right? So if I want to find out what are the new expenses as compared to this, instead of just taking a difference, what you do is simply divide, simply check my new expenses as a part of my old expenses is of what percentage. So simply divide the price new expenses with old expense, which is 50. You will get this value as 550 upon 600, which is 11 by 12. So guys, tell me, if I'm saying my new expenses are 11 by 12 of my old expense, are these prices getting decreased or increased? 11 by 12 multiplying factor means my expenses are getting decreased by 1 by 12. That means these are getting decreased by 8.33%. So there's a decrement of 8.33%. D would be the correct answer to the question. So guys, these are the questions of percentages that you must do for your SNAP exam preparation. So in the next video, we'll be taking profit and loss. Thank you so much for watching the video, and subscribe to the channel to cover your 100% syllabus for CAT and other management entrance tests. If you want to prepare for CAT or any other MBA entrance exam, right, you can refer to the channel of Easy Connect by Smith. This is the channel at which you will get 100% free complete syllabus coverage for CAT and OMS. Thank you so much. Please subscribe and share it with all of your friends. Thank you.